Hey guys, what's up? It's Greg again. Sorry about being pretty bad with the videos. Lots been going on. Last video I think was back in June, and now it's November. Gone through a couple toys since then, gotten some new ones, gotten rid of some. So kind of the update is, since then, working on that white stand-up, the 550. I got some parts for it, and those will be I'll make a video for it soon where I get that all fixed. And then I picked up a 440 off of the local classifieds here. They don't really use Craigslist. It was off of KSL, and that one will be a fun project. Once again, I'll make some videos here shortly. It's finally winter time, got some time to wrench on things and fix it up. I bought a WR550, so a Wave Runner, early 1990s Wave Runner. Bought it for $50, so I mean, you can't not buy something when it's that cheap. No title, but whatever. Got it running just with the carb clean and throwing a battery in it. But with a 550, it was gutless. It was pretty heavy and with a pretty dinky motor, so I flipped it, sold it, and got out from underneath that one. And then just recently got a new sit down. I got a ZXi 900 Kawasaki. Keeping everything Kawasaki, hopefully, when it comes to jet skis. And we're working on that one, so there should be some videos with that. That one's on its way out. I think sit downs really aren't my thing. They're just too big, too bulky and heavy, and awkward to store. It takes up my entire trailer. But nonetheless, today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a dirt bike. Just picked up a new toy, once again off the same classifieds here in Utah. So I got a CR125, and it's kind of a project, on the tail end of being a project. Previous kid, he was like 16 years old, and just kind of gave up on it, but it comes with a ton of stuff, so hopefully I can get this thing running. I have a couple ideas of how I want to take it, but I guess we'll see. So I'll show you guys how I strap this thing down. Just got back from, it was, I think, like 140 miles round trip, 70 up, 70 back, and I'll show you guys how it is. Alrighty guys, I do apologize about the wind. It's pretty windy here in Utah today, but this is the truck. Just recently swapped the head gaskets and rebuilt the brakes on it. So that's another reason why I haven't been making videos. So I got the rooftop tent and a rack on it, and this is how I have to strap up unless I want to take off my rack and my tent, and that's kind of a pain in the butt. So I just throw it on the tailgate. I throw a strap through the wheels, going from this tie down marker through the back wheel, through the front wheel, and then over to this tie down back in the back corner of the bed. And then I have a strap all the way up at the front corner of the bed, coming up and over the seat, behind the foot peg, and then up to this tie down marker. And that's been pretty tried and tested for me. I mean, this is how I picked up my this is how I traveled with my YZ250 when I bought the old YZ85, and then 100. I mean, every bike I've picked up, it has basically been picked up this way. Just because it's a lot easier. I don't have to rig up the trailer. I don't have to take off my tent. So yeah, we'll get into this build. It should be pretty fun. Let's get this thing unloaded. So here is the bike. Been doing a lot of work out on my patio balcony. Okay, so we opened it all up and took the clutch basket out and took out all the fibers and steel discs and everything. And everything was in there just kind of mocked up. It wasn't really actually tight. And so that was a little not too comforting. Okay. And so here, I'm not sure the technical terms, guys, sorry about that, but this is our clutch push rod, and this pushes out onto the clutch, which disengages everything. So when you pull in your clutch on the back side, it pushes this rod through, pushes this, all the clutch fibers and discs separate. You can then change your gear because the motor is no longer engaged with the transmission. And then once you're back into the gear you want to be in, you re-engage the clutch, everything pulls together, meshes, all the gears line up, and you get power back to your back wheel. This is not a technical channel, however, that's how it works, okay? So, when I got the bike, oh, that bearing needs to come out. When I got the bike, the guy I got it from had a lot of extra parts for it. I got that bearing back in there. And one of them was an additional push rod. And he was like, oh, hey, yeah, this is a push rod for the clutch. It looks like it's NOS, new old stock. And I was like, oh, okay, sweet. And the clutch had zero give. And so that was my first thing to go to. He said when I bought it that it would bog out. That he got it to run and idle, but that it would bog out. And so I was like, okay, well, we will figure that out. But then I also realized that the clutch did not engage. And so that was going to be my go-to. Obviously getting it tuned and running properly is important, but if I can't get it into gear or out of gear while it is running, I'm doinked. So that's what I went to. So on the other side, I mean, you can see my stator. There's my flywheel, got that all pulled. I've been working on this for like an hour, so it's been pretty quick. I really like these two strokes, they're nice and easy. So I will show you guys a new part, and it's kind of my setup. So I got some work lights pointed away for now, just because it's daylight out, and I'm working in probably like a 6x8 area or so. And I got a little portable heater. I also got some Harbor Freight lights out on the side. So yeah, got the stator side off, working with that clutch cable down there. Let's see if you can see it move. Yeah, saw it get pulled in. This doesn't have a spring to detach. The bike also came with all these extra parts, so I got a total of 3 front fenders, 2 rear fenders, OG side panels, and a brand new side panel. Got an extra rod, got some extra bolts and things, got my spark arrestor, and then this is a beautifully fabbed up exhaust pipe from the expansion chamber up to the spark arrestor. So yeah, I'll be fixing that. It looks like one of those memes of I know somebody who welds, and I've been this bad before, so I mean, it happens. But yeah, this is the part in question that we're gonna have to get a new one of as I drop the spring. So essentially, this rod, guys, isn't long enough. Sorry about the hair on it, but it's not long enough. Every time it goes in, when I try to engage the clutch, it'll just kind of push it out. And I'm not sure of any way that there is to retain this in. There is this spring that is what kicks your clutch back out if you grip the handle and then just let go, how it'll spring back out. Of course, the clutch plates also help do that, but yeah, so we'll get a new one of these and a new one of these and see if that fixes the bike. Alrighty guys, so that's probably gonna wrap up today's video. Sorry about it being kind of short and not having a whole lot of substance to it. Kind of hard to film in the tiny little patio while I'm doing work. I have a GoPro and I might try its wide angle and see how that looks. Otherwise you're just staring at one little part and it just doesn't look good. So got a lot of work done on the bike. Got the clutch side taken apart, got the stator side taken apart. I don't think I'll have to split the cases for what we're working on, but I found out why the clutch wasn't engaging. The clutch lifter on the stator side, what the cable goes into, wasn't really engaging the clutch. It kept wanting to push out, getting pushed closer and closer to the flywheel rather than staying back and engaged. So I might have to do a little bit of research, check on the forum, see if I can see if this is a common error, or maybe if it's just the wrong part for the bike. Not too sure on the motor, what year the motor is, what year the bike is. With things this old, a lot of stuff gets kind of mixed up and tossed around. Who knows how many times this thing has been rebuilt and swapped around. So do a little bit of research and find out what we're looking at, and of course order the new part and see if we can get the clutch working again. Once the clutch is working, then I'll go into seeing if I can get the thing to fire, how it's running, if there's any vacuum leaks, or if there's or air leaks, I guess, or anything else. So we'll tear into it then, but hopefully in the meantime I can get some other builds going for you guys. I think I figured out a pretty good schedule when it comes to working on projects, editing, and getting these videos posted. That way I'm not posting a video every 6 months. So hopefully I can start being a bit more regular, get some jet ski content back out there, and see you guys soon. Alrighty, take it easy.